So it's made up of two sections, as you do, with this big store with these rocky details at the front. We've got some moss-coloured base plates down here. We have a little grey chicken. Remove this area by holding onto the air conditioning fan. We can move it out like this, and the bottom, you can make it shaking about in a storm. Woo! Got screwdriver, hammer, spanner. Hammer and spanner. Hello, I know this isn't normal, but before this video starts, I'd just like to say that it's over 20 minutes long, which is not normal video length for this channel. So why don't you support this video and the channel by leaving a like? I would very much appreciate that. So without further ado, grab yourself a cup of tea and enjoy. Hello everybody, I'm LEGO Separator and welcome back to another LEGO video back here in the studio, even though that we can't stay here too long because we're going to be moving out in just a minute. But anyway, I spent a little bit of time cleaning this place up. It looked really messy and dirty. Not over here, but behind the camera over here there was a lot of dust and dirt and hair for some very odd reason. Oh yeah, and the mirror that I used to see what I'm actually recording over here is also very clean, so I can see my wonderful face over there. But that's not what we're doing today. Today we are going to be looking at a set, because that is pretty obvious by the name of the video. So, the set in question is set number 21310 from LEGO Ideas, and it's called The Old Fishing Store. And it was released in 2017, in case you missed the date out. So, without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, we're going to have a look at the minifigures and animals, and then we're going to move on to the big fishing store itself, which has to be done on a different desk, because this desk is too small to carry it in. But anyway, we have 4 minifigures in this set, and the first one, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the fisherman by the toe, is this old fisherman dude over here. He's our first minifigure. Rather nice, unique, special minifigure. He has some regular dark blue trousers over here, but his jersey top, something over here, is sort of knitted together. You know, a pulled, knitted, woolly jumper sort of thing, done in cream. We've got that very nice print on the front, and the very nice print at the back as well. Kind of very nice and special and unique. Also very special and unique is his little captain's hat on top of his head. He's an old fisherman, gone into retirement, but he still has his trusty old hat, which has a sort of rubbery sort of feel. It comes in an individual bag in the actual set. It also has a gold band around it too. And his face is rather shaggy, with some light grey and dark grey accents there as well for his eyebrows and his beard, and his general gruff face, I shall say. So another person in this fishing store as well is this, I should say, fisherman, workman, sort of helper as well. He's got this tan-coloured dungarees, which is a print on his torso over here with some patches underneath that and a zip pocket, but as well it follows onto the legs, which have some black boots. This is sort of like dual molded legs, so they're half tan and half black for the boots. Very nice design there. Some light grey sleeves, a dark grey knit cap on the top of his head. He has a shaggy sort of face as well, like our first fisherman, but he's not as grey. He's got some tan brown for his sideburns, moustache and eyebrows, and around the back of here we have the rest of his dungarees and boots. Our third minifigure is a lady, actually, also in the fishing business, because she looks like she's got a fishing jacket with hooks printed on there and plenty of pockets. There's even a little badge over here, if you can see it well, with a little fish on it. She also has dual molded legs to act like boots. However, she's got sort of tan blue and dark green for her boots as well. A simple brown ponytail for her hair. We can take that off to have a look at her face, which is a nice smiley female face. By the way, note the white sleeves over here, done halfway down the arms, so She's got sort of like a short sleeve shirt under there, and around the back over here we have the rest of the legs, and the rest of the top too. And finally we get to our last minifigure, which is this little boy. So this little boy has a simple white cap on the top of his head. We can take that off to have a look at his smiley, freckly face there. A simple top over here, blue and green shirt with a zip. Done in a sort of azure blue. His little legs are done in grey, and around the back over here we have the rest of his hoodie. So let's have a look at some of the animals in this set. These are not all of them. Some of them are like fish and lobsters, but I'm going to leave that for the actual big fishing store review. First of all, let's have a look at this ginger cat that we have here, which also has some stripes along the side over here. This little tuft of lighter fur at the front and on the nose as well. A little pink nose too, That's something I didn't really realise. Some more prints along the face with the eyes, and a nice simple cat shape with its tail sticking up like this and looking up at its owner thinking, Phew! Seagulls. Yeah. Seagulls. We have 3 seagulls in this set, which are made sort of a rubbery material, and they have their own unique prints as well. They can be stud on a stud and flown about like this. They have yellow beaks on the front, with 2 little eyes, one on either side, and some very nice prints done on the wings as well, with some light grey and some black tips there as well, sort of replicating feathers. And yeah, we have 3 of them, which is equally annoying if you know seagulls. Okay, so it's time to move out of this desk studio thing, because the fishing store is not small enough to fit in this desk. That's where this cable comes in. Aha, connection. And this out here. Okay, so for the sake of the video, and because the fishing store is so obnoxiously large, I've moved everything to this table, and I also moved my lights in as well, which involved connecting the power all across the room to the opposite end of the room, because that's the only place where the power connection is. But anyway, here we have it, the big large fishing store. I'm already breaking things off it, and I'm already missing my ruler somewhere so I can measure how big this thing is. Okay, I'm back. And if anybody's hearing a weird echo at the moment, that's because I'm not used to doing this. This is just temporarily at the moment. I might be able to do something on the computer to get rid of the echo from the video. But anyways, here is the fishing store. Here are the lights, here are my hands, and let's just get right into it. So it's approximately 25 centimeters across and the same way wide, down to this very large base plate over here, and reaches up to 33 centimeters. Yep, 33 centimeters, all the way to the cockadoodle at the top over here. And if things couldn't go more wrong for me today, I'm going to try and record as much as I can before the battery in this camera runs out. I need to go quickly run off and charge it. But anyways, having a look at the 360 over here. Let's have a little 360 of the fishing store. So it's made up of 2 sections, as you do, with this big store over here, and a sort of like a lookout lighthouse tower over here as well, with the top just jutting out of the camera frame. We also have this sort of porch going around this end, and there are so many of these light green tan tiles everywhere. I had a look in the back of the instructions, and they amount to around 225 of these tiles, excluding some of the jumper plates and stuff like that. And that's only the tiles for the building. There's a whole range of tiles for the flooring and for the roof over here, and on the inside as well. So let's have a look at the front facade at the moment over here, more specifically the little dock that we have lined at the front. Now, first of all, we've got these tires most noticeable details in all of this. Made for this old dog with some very silvery short chains over here too. We have some rocks underlining the base over here, which go into larger rocks at the sides over there. We have some crates, but we're going to have a look at them in just a minute. We have these large struts going along over here and some smaller struts on the edge. Very nice design done, this sort of edge dog going from one side to the other up here, and these crooked steps as well to give it that old feeling. Let's bring our old fisherman to give it an old feeling. Note at the back over here we have this fish rack to dry out fish, and we have 4 of these silver fishes on this rack at the moment. We have some other fishes which we'll have a look at the moment, and they're hanging on their little mouths, hanging out to dry. And we have an assortment of different printed tiles in this set. I might as well note now. First of all, we have, let me see if I can see that. First of all, we have these 1x4 nougat colored tiles printed with some nails drawn into them and some wood design there as well. And we also have let me see if I can find one from the roof maybe to give you a little closer look. These 1x3 tiles done in a slightly darker brown tan with 4 nails into them, and yeah, a different variant of wood. So going round over here to the side, there is so much to cover in this fishing store. We have another door. That's because I didn't really note about the front door over here, which has a little sticker stuck onto that. Let me see if I can take that out for you to have a closer look. This little door has a little sticker in it with the open sign stuck on there with a nail, just to show that, yes, this fishing store is open. We also have a little step going up there as well. Now, returning back to this side of the fishing store, we have a little fish trophy above the second door, which is a little lower down. It also has these little grey steps here as well as one of these round barrel crate things as well. This one's particularly empty. But we have more stickers around here. Gosh, there's so many details. I'm going to be tired when I finish doing this video. But anyway, down here at the base, before you work onto the painted woodwork here, we have some stone bricks, and some of them are done in a mossy colour to give it this sort of like aged and a mossy design. Some spit just went flying out of my mouth there. And we also have this 2x3 tile hung slightly downwards. It says boat rentals, the rentals being in an arrow, and we also have a nice little boat design there. We also have some shiny patches there. Don't know if you can see that. Some sort of like copper leftover shine. Above that we have this little lamp construction. Let me take that out to have a closer look at it. I take out some of the wood as well in doing so, and that's a little minifigure head done in clear with a little shade on the top, and yeah, kind of sets the feel of the fishing store nicely, you know, in the night as well. There's a lot of clever stuff done with these tan tiles, all of them interlocking with the side attachment bricks that are set behind them, and you gotta love them side attachment bricks. Here, I'll just take one off so you can see. It's all just studs underneath there, with tiles stuck on them, and some very nice design around the windows here as well. These one with sort of cream frames and black window inserts. These are the rather boxy sort of design window inserts, and we've got quite a lot of them in this. We've got a window there, we've got a window over here. We also have a few other details over here which I might have missed out. And I know there's some of you like, can we please see inside the fishing store? Wait for it, wait for it. I'm trying to do it as quickly as I possibly can because the inside is pretty cool as well. That's a little teaser for you later on in the video. We have this special awning done over here with more woodwork, some of them being prints as the printed wooden tiles over here, but some of the details done in stickers. For instance, like we've got some metal plating done over here. That's a sticker on a clipped tile, and over here we have a little sign saying Anton's Bait Shop with some bait and a hook there, done there as well, just to give it the feel. Now at the top we have the roof done to look like it's a wooden roof, right? So there's plenty of textures done in here. It's not too hard to assemble. It's mostly done with symmetry on the other side of the roofing as well, which is out of frame at the moment. But we also have some crooked tiles stuck on here as well to be sort of like a wear and tear roof that's been patched up several times. We also have a few extra stickers in there as well. This one over here, this dark grey tile with some metal patching on it, and also this tile with clips on it as well to be a little bit of the woodwork too. There's also a little chimney pot at the top over here done with some silver pieces and a special printed tile up there as well. We also have this stand up here. Don't know if you can see that very well. Let me just bring the camera up to see it. There's a little stand made out of a handle over here, and that is used to stand one of the seagulls on the roof. Now here we have the back face of the fishing store, stonework and wooden boards, more wooden boards, and then the roof. Yes, it is completely closed around in all sides. I forgot to mention that I came here unprepared, okay? I can't figure out everything. We have a lot of accessories dumped over here as well. But as for this back end, this is the bit that rotates outwards. Actually, I shouldn't be saying that. That's for the surprise later on. But as for the details of this back wall over here, we have some gauges, some printed tiles done there, red dials, something like that. Some 6 long bars to be used as pipes as well. Sort of like outdoor piping, we could say. And we also have this tap. This golden tap piece done upside down, well, actually at an angle like this, so you can, you know, I don't know, plug in the hose to all of the plants, you know, an outdoor tap. We've got some more wooden boards over here done in tan, some more of those windows identical, and it looks like we also have an air conditioning unit done here too, in white with some white grills on the front, some more wooden board pieces, and these textured bricks. These are also it's hard to catch the light here, but these textured bricks, these are also done on the other side of the roof. Just is a little less visible because of all the accessories on the front over there, but it's done with these nice textured bricks. There's a lot of detail in this set, I can tell you. Now over here, if you don't count the accessories that I've placed over here, there's some bare sand. There's some bare sand, so you can, you know, have a little beach party or something. I don't know. Have something going on over there. We also have this anchor. I might as well note it. It's not one of the accessories, but it helps set the scene. You know, one of those old anchors left on the seashore. Black anchor piece with brown connections onto it. Simple. Now, there's a lot of rocky design going over here at this sort of pier section. My camera is telling me that there's low battery, so I gotta make this quick. So I like these sloping pieces done over here, intermitting between a light grey and dark grey. We also have these brick designs along these sides of the walls. More brick designs going along over here. And this pier section, I'm gonna have to wait till the battery charges up, okay? So I'll just see you with the power of editing in just a few seconds. Okay, so here I am after the camera recharged itself. Now we're going to get back and talking about this pier with these rocky details at the front. We've got some moss-colored base plates down here at the bottom. And one of the more noticeable things is of these little fence pieces reused over here to be the grating of the pier. We get so many of them done in brown to go on the sides round over here. Now we also have these pillars for the pier with also some round tiles on the top of them, some moss over there as well, and some more tiles around these more sort of like tubular fence pieces done over here with some extra wooden boards printed onto there. The surface of the pier here as well is tiled over with a few little studs to attach your people looking out longingly at the sea. Now looking over here at the base of the tower, we have another one of those black windows with some tiles going along over here too. We have an extra lamp, well, another lamp done with another clear Lego minifigure head with dish on top of that to kind of set the atmosphere a little bit more. And over here, as you can see, we have a little something covered underneath this board. Another one of those windows. However, this window is a see-through panel piece with a sticker on it. It shows some windows over here. It shows some newspaper stuck onto the window over here, this sticker, with a female profile over there. And this we can actually read, the conspirator, or something like that. Terror from below, end of the world with some tentacles. Yeah, right. Looking around the base of the tower over here, we have another one of those windows where you can sort of see that there's some stuff on the inside, but we'll get to that soon. More importantly, on the facade of the tower over here, we have a wheel attached loosely onto there. Another cool fishing ship accessory there. And also this flagpole. This flagpole with a plain white flag piece tilted at an angle over here. And the very top of the tower is so tall that I need to hold the camera to actually see this. And at the top we have a little balcony sort of area, reusing those brown fence pieces again. We have some crabs attached on either side of the tower, making them two of them, these light yellowy orange crabs, which can be reused again. Let me just stick that back in. Now, in one of the windows we have a golden telescope. We'll get back to that later on, but more importantly, up on the roof over here we have a little grey chicken mold, the weather vane, stuck on top of the building. Now we have 3 boxes placed purposely here outside because they contain some actual fish produce or something like that. We have a yellow crate, a grey crate, and a brown crate, and each of them on the inside have these, how should I say, transparent pieces to be like ice or salt or something like that. I think ice, actually. This one has 2 of these silver fishies inside, and the other 2 have 2 identical things. Each one of them have a red lobster piece. So now to get on the inside of the fishing store, we can remove the sort of tattered roof over here. That comes off in one piece. And we can also remove this whole wall section out. So first of all, we can remove this area by holding onto the air conditioning fan. We can move it out like this, and the bottom section as well moves out to reveal the rather colourful insides of the main store. So first of all, we can have a little bird's eye view peeking down into the roof section. Now that we have the roof removed, just like so, that's held up with these roof tile pieces done in a sort of point on both sides, with the space in the middle completely open to have a look on the inside of there. But we can also take a more scenic angle. Let me just lower the camera down over here, getting your hands in there. Now we have quite a lot of rustic colors on the inside of here, and 2 levels. One of them is more elevated than the others. You can see down here at the bottom of the screen. Now the whole floor is tiled over with tan and dark green tiles, apart from the front desk over there. It's a little bit tricky to get some of the viewing right. Let's actually have a look at the front desk over there. Well, I should say side desk, because it's sideways to the front door over here. Hello! Now that I have the lights orientated in a different angle, we can actually see what's on the front over there. Actually, let me use my point over here. So first of all, we have a sort of like little desk lamp over here on the side using this white conish style piece and these handles. We also have 2 sticky notes stuck on the desk, one of them underneath the lamp and another one right over there at the checkout till. Now these are both identical, and they're special prints done on yellow tiles. Another special print is this calculator piece, done with a print as well. Another print over there, a 5p piece. I say 5p, it could be a 5 cent piece as well, depending on where you live. There's also a $100 bill over there done in green, a yellow coffee mug, and over here we have something rather interesting. It's a little bottle, a little dark tan bottle. The checkout register also has a printed face to it with a little jumper plate underneath that as well to be like the handle of a little drawer, and another sticky note placed over there. And over here down there behind the checkout register, we also have some extra tiles and jumper plates so you can stand people behind the counter. Let me just see if I can find the fisherman, stick him in there. What do you think? Now over here behind the checkout desk we also have an arsenal of different accessories stuck over here onto the side. Let me just angle that light so you can see it a little bit better. So first of all we have two black handheld harpoons. Let me just take them out so you can have a closer look. Just like this. Over here we also have a brick-built harpoon using a pole, a handle, and a silvery harpoon piece. And we also have a fishing rod over here. A fishing rod piece with no line. And two oars at the back over here. One done in white and one done in brown. Don't forget to note about the red toolbox over here at the back as well. In the interior, we have two life rings hanging from the ceiling over here. One done with red and white and one done in red. That's just pieces of life rings. Well, life rings actually. One done in red and one done in white stuck on top of each other. At the back over there, we also have a map done in blue and yellow. That's a print done on a cream tile. And we also have another white life ring hanging over here. And here we have quite a unique sort of apparatus, if I can get my big fingers in there and take it out. Now this is a sextant, which was used by sailors in the olden days to define their position on the map according to where the sun lied. And it kind of gets that feel with the radial design here and the little telescope to look at. At the back corner over here we have a little pole stuck into the side of the fishing store with some flippers. Yes, yeah, that's right. We have some flippers stuck over here, some diving gear. Two of them done in black. I really want to take them out, but it's a little bit fiddly to do so. Well, there we go. I managed to take one of them out, the black flipper, alternating with orange flippers there. And we also have a long, light grey chain. And at the back, it is hard to see because this thing's stock full of accessories. But we have a silver chain at the back over there with a red buoy. I believe it is a buoy attached to that as well, just hanging limply in the corner of the fishing store. And if you take a peek back there, we also have some brown stairs leading from the top floor down to the bottom area as well. Now, over on this wall is where it gets a little bit trickier to actually see things. But we do have things all around on all four walls over here, so I better point them out. I'm using my fingers through the windows to point. One of them a treasure map, it seems like, and another one a painting of a ship in the night. And over on this high end of the wall over here, we have, looks like a ship's lantern, an old style ship's lantern using some golden pieces. And some orange and another brown oar and a silver chain hanging down there. We also have this no good color net to catch fish, I believe, and another white oar hanging from clips down over there. Now, I am getting a little bit of glare from this lamp that I'm using, but this will help us to see a little bit better on the inside of the store. We have this banister, and this banister is using some more of those tubular fence pieces with things attached on the top of them. Now, in this case, it's a diving gear with little diving helmets done in black with little light blue snorkel pieces attached to them. They're just placed loosely onto these clear minifigure head pieces stuck upside down. And we have some yellow breathing apparatus. If you just tilt this slightly, you can see we also have an extra apparatus at the back over here, and over on the other side of the wall we have cream rack, where this time we have two of these fishing rods and another toolkit there. And at the very back, I don't know if you can see it well, but we do have an extra sticker stuck onto the wall. That's a newspaper cutting. Let me see if I can... Okay, so I think we can catch it over here. It's a newspaper called Fish Tales, and it says, "Local hero catches every fish ever," with a smiling minifigure with 2 fishes in his hand over there. Nice little touch. Over here as well, on the banister, we have some extra accessories. The glare is making them a bit hard to see. Basically, they're just jumper plates with printed tiles stuck onto them. It says hooks, because it's fish hooks. We have a stack of them attached onto the banister, and a stack of 3 of them right next to that. So if you have a look, between that wall over there and the front wall of the fishing store over here, we have a little gap. Good enough to fit a minifigure. You can actually see some of the stairs that lead up to it, and that is where we go next. So this whole tower section over here at the fishing store can be removed as well, just like so. Clips off just like that. There is an inside section in this, but we'll have a look at that later with things accumulating on the side over here. But this, on the inside over here, is all darkness at the moment. So in here is, I believe, the old fisherman's private office. You can see that he has a little newspaper on a desk. That desk also has some drawers underneath there. A little hard to see when it's all fully built like this. We also have a green lamp with a lampshade. Dark green chair over there, which is a little hard to spot, but it does spin around like this. A little bit of luxury. A lighter nougat color with some dark blue as well. Over here on one side you can see that little gap where darkness follows, but that's the way into the fishing store. Now that I've adjusted the lighting a little bit. And on the other side we have a little ladder. Alright, and that ladder can take someone up to the top of the tower over here. Now it's a little bit hard to negotiate, but this top roof section also comes out because it's such a wonderful of a build to allow you to do so. Also, there is a little light hidden underneath there as well. Not an actual light, but a rounded tile to provide us a light, which is pretty sweet. And on the inside, when we actually get the light over to here, we can see a few little tiles, a little attachment point as well, and a slightly longer ladder going all the way down into there. I know this is a little bit fiddly. Let me see. Okay, without the main fishing store in the way, it might be a little bit easier. You can see there's a little long ladder going down that way, which will, I do hope, attach with the little ladder on the inside of here. And that brings us to the middle balcony section with the golden telescope. And this golden telescope standing like pretty chill on the top of the tower over here, made using quite a lot of gold pieces. We even have a gold flower piece at the bottom of the telescope, which is pretty cool. Can't really see much through there, but it's using that sextant piece again to sort of like be the angler of the telescope. I mean, not that I much know about telescopes, but I mean, it does look pretty good as an old-fashioned telescope with this golden piece over here, and of course the little lens on the front of it too. That can be attached right over here. And speaking of right over here, I believe we can also put someone in the very, very narrow bit of the balcony. Oh, and hey, they can also look through the window, which is also replicated on the other side. As for the little roof that we get to put on top of the tower, it's made with all the necessary roof tile pieces, the standard ones and also the corner ones, alternating in different colors to give it that patchwork roof design. And also, speaking of patchwork roof design, let's go back over to this patchy roof that was connected to the main house over there. Now, this is pretty stiff. It's got enough friction in the joints underneath here to stay at an angle, although it can be adjusted for your own personal benefit or something like that. We already covered one side of it. Here's the other side. It's got more of those woodwork patterned onto it with some metal grade stickers onto it as well. Now, over on here, it is a little bit chopped out. And that's to make space for the tower when it's actually sitting on there. So actually, let me show you how it's all put together. You can put the main tower on the top. Over here, it's just attached simply with some tiles and studs. Kind of a standard sort of thing. We can get some good views of him taking the view. But when we move around over to here, we have the main store section, and this little jagged piece, when it doesn't fall out of my hand, fits nicely, hopefully, into this section over here. Needs a little bit of adjustment. It does shake about, but hey, you can make it shaking about in a storm. Woo! So as always, I try to keep these sort of presentations short, but this one is really much of a stonking thing, with kind of a lot of accessories as well. We still have to cover these extra accessory boxes, which can also be put inside the fishing store on some of the floor space. So what's inside this one? Let's just... So we have 2 pairs of these silver scissors in a sort of ready to be cut pose, which can be held by a minifigure. We also have more flippers, just these ones done in red as well. So technically, if you count all of the diving equipment with the flippers, you can kit 3 people out to go on a dive with flippers as well. We also have these hook sort of element pieces. I think these are mostly used to, you know, swing along on wires and stuff like that, but they can also double as fish hooks or rope hooks, I do believe. And we have these black crowbars as well. Each one of these accessories are replicated twice. We can have a look into the next box, and what surprises do we have here in store? So we have 2 of these, I should say, grappling hooks. It could also be teeny tiny versions of anchors or something like that. We have 2 little rods of TNT done in red, and 2 of these life jackets which can be slung round the shoulders of a minifigure as well to keep them safe near the water. Have a look at this chest. Yes, we do get a chest in this fishing store of old tales on the sea. And that's full of tools. Not what you expected, not treasure, sorry for all of you treasure hunters out there. But anyway, we have 5 tools over here. We actually get a full pack of these special Lego tools that are reused in one of the... I believe one of the tools is used for the buoy or something like that. Anyway, we've got screwdriver, hammer, spanner, a little wrench thing, and a little wrench spanner thing as well. And when we put them all back into the chest over here, we can see more of these hooks, more of these hook printed tiles, these very unique printed tiles stuck onto the top of the chest as well, because they're running around the fishing store just making a mess. Okay. Another crate. This one has a... Is that a sticker? No, it's a print. A special unique print stuck onto the tile over here, but it might be a sticker. I might have forgotten. No, it does look actually like a print. It says TNT on it. It is empty, but you can pretend that this whole box is TNT waiting to explode. Kind of a dangerous thing to have around the fishing store. We also have another one of those brown crates full of the rest of the tools. The more larger tools, specifically an oil can, an electric drill driver thing, and this, which I still don't know the function of. And I think that goes for the accessories. I may have some things out in this store at some point. Maybe I didn't put something into too much detail, something like that. Versus like this over here, this sticker on a tile. I think I missed out. Just shows the opening times of the fishing store. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday has a little fish on it. So I believe it's meant to mean that they went fishing. And a few other details. Maybe this you know, life ring over here done with red and white. I think I missed out as well. Speaking of details gone missing, I think there was something in here that I actually missed out. Hold on a sec. Ah, yeah, the crate at the back. How could I forget? So in one part of the fishing store, there was actually this little barrel crate thing, similar to the barrel outside of the back step. This one has another nougat net for catching tackle. It has another one of those brick-built harpoons, the old classic harpoons of the olden days, and 2 of these very shiny silver spanners. And that, I do believe, finishes off the fishing store over here in all of its nearly broken pride and glory. And this is... Be careful not to wear my hand near that flag. But anyway, this is very, very, very big. I'm not sure how many pieces it has, but it surely has a lot of steps. That the instruction booklet for it is literally a book. I mean, look how thick it is. Look how chock full of information that is. At the best of times, I believe this thing could be put together in about, let's say, 3 hours, non-stop, or something like that. Preferably 5 hours if you're a slow builder and not a master builder like some other people. But hey, I managed to finish it. I managed to finish it without breaking too much in this realm of Lego, and I hope that you've at least enjoyed this video, even if it's possibly about 15 minutes long. My camera is now overheating from the amount of processing that it needs to do for all of this video making. But anyway, I think it's time to end the video. So, that's the end of the video. I hope to show you more in the future. I hope that has roughly inspired you to enjoy other things, you know, make your own sort of creations. I hope that you enjoyed this video, after all, and till next time, happy building!